Hello guys, today I'm here to show you everything you should know as a beginner to Csgo. This is a new game, it's free to play now. Anyone can access it in Steam and freely download it and play it. But the thing is, as you have a new account, if the account has nothing purchased in it, then it won't have certain privileges, like you can't add anyone as friend, right? So you might have to add a stale wallet code or some sort and just try to buy something. It can be anything, like buy the former game of CS 1.6 or something. It's pretty cheap. You can get the privilege of adding new friends on your own, or else they have to add you to play with you. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you the beginner stuff for learning CSGO. This video is meant for the ones who haven't played this game at all. So if you know something about it, I bet it's better for you to click away from this video. If you want, you can still watch this. If I missed something, you can go ahead, comment it on the comment section. I'll try to cover it on the next video. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm gonna take a offline bot game and gonna show you the basis of every map. For this, I'm gonna take Dust 2, which is obvious. I like Dust 2. Everyone plays Dust 2, so yeah. We spawn where we spawn as CT, and this is a famous map called Dust 2. The thing is, first thing you gotta note is the directions. Every map has two sides, one is A, one is B. The CT's work is to guard the site from getting taken by T's, which is the terrorists, and obviously there are a lot of graffitis that shows which side it is, how to get to the site, like the arrows and all that. You can see that, right? Like, it's clear. The thing is, people won't notice it, and every site has an easier pass to get in, or to get into. Like, every site has multiple passes to get in. You can take underpass, this is called underpass. You can take mid section as terrorist. The thing is, a CT has to play passive and terrorist has to push into the site, so they play real aggressive game. But you can switch it up if you want. In high level matches, people always switch it up. And this is the T spawn where terrorists spawn, and you can see the graffiti show the way, right? And there are multiple ways to get into site. The first thing you gotta understand is, as a CT, you should never push. Okay, you should never push way too far as to get caught off guard by a terrorist. You probably are putting yourself into danger, and the chance of your team losing because of you is high. So as a beginner player, never push. And basically, whenever you play non-prime or even prime, low levels could get toxic as fuck. I don't know why, but it's okay though. You can still manage your way out by playing well, I guess, or making less a mistake. As long as you try, you can do whatever you want. The thing is, every map has a lot of spots to keep in mind, so you learn it as you go on. If I have to cover everything, it will take about a year or two, if I'm being honest. So I'm not gonna go through it. But the first thing you gotta understand is, as you walk on in every site, every way, you can see my mic shows this tunnel stairs, right? It shows prototype at tunnel stairs. If you let go of the mic and press it again, see it shows B bomb site. It shows everything, like where you are, see the whole. It shows you the name where you located mid doors. If you want to find out where you are at the moment, that's a good way to find out, but you have to be alive though, or else it's not gonna work. And it's not that hard. to do it or follow it. I don't know. It's on you. I'll go right away and cover the section where you should learn about maps and sections, options and all. I'm gonna show you the beginning options. Now I'm gonna show you how to use the main menu. This is how you play the game, by pressing play. You can get back to the main menu by pressing CSGO on the top. This is the different game modes that you have available right now. First is competitive. This is the main mode of the game. And second is casual, where you can in a way fool around. It's okay to have a casual experience of the game. And this is the deathmatch game, where you play the game to get better at it. You spawn as soon as you die, so that you can get good at it by aiming and shooting and getting a head level aim and all that stuff. 3 different ways you can play. One is flying scoutsman. That's my favorite. That's why I'm saying it in the beginning, even though it's in the third. It's basically you fly around in low gravity with scouts. And arms race is arms race, which is basic thing that's been in CS for a long time, where you get improvements over your guns as you progressively kill people, I guess. Demolition is basically a different set of maps that are kind of small. Wingman is exactly as competitive, but the thing is, it's played by 2 people, 2 versus 2. This is 5 versus 5. This also has a matchmaking system, and if you cheat on both of these 2 game modes, you'll get caught by Overwatch. And this is the danger zone, where you play battle royale of CSGO, which is insanely different from others and kind of tough, if I'm being honest. There are a lot of game mechanics that you have to follow in CSGO, that is movement and tapping, spray control, spray transfer, all that stuff. You'll get to know it when you play on high tier. As of now, I'll just go ahead and continue with explaining all the rest of the options that are available, which is first. The second one is inventory. This is where you can see all your weapons that you get through playing, but the by default weapons which you get as you buy the game. Trade up contract, which you get to trade up skins. I don't think you have to use it, it's just there. I mean, never used it, if I'm being honest with you. These are all cheap skins that I got through playing the game, and cases to open to just buy the key to open. Anyways, I'll go to the next one. This is an option where you can actually watch other players play the game. You can see their ranks. I'll go through the ranks when I get to the guide section. Just wait for it. This is the Overwatch section, where you can actually overwatch another player playing the game, if he is cheating or not. If he is cheating, you can actually ban him. This is a privilege, that's something you get when you reach Gold Nova or higher. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Just hold on to it. This is the settings menu, where you can go through all the options and see all the control settings, keyboard settings, game settings, audio settings, and check everything whether it's on point. Like when it comes to keyboard settings and mouse settings, I guess you should look through the sensitivity of your game. You should get to a sensitivity that's super control and super comfortable for you. For me, it's 8. I mean, it's too high. I would recommend going low, like 1 or 2. If you have a DPI mouse, make sure you set accordingly. It all depends on your DPI settings. Then the only thing you have to notice, switch on raw input, switch it on, and switch off mouse acceleration. Those 2 are mandatory. And if you want, you can go ahead and change mic input settings to V. By default, I think it's T or H or G, I don't know. change it to V. V is more comfortable. V is commonly used by a lot of players. Then this is where you quit the game. On this side of the settings, this is where you can see all your friends that play the game. You can click on them. You can basically invite them. You can join their game. You can see their profile by clicking onto it. This is the control. This is the tab plus shift settings. The overlay. And you can click on this to send messages to them. And then you can click on this to trade skins with them. This is the nearby lobbies that you can play if you're alone. This is a normal competitive matchmaking. This is meant for wingman, C2 players, and these are ranks that you can play in. The thing is, better to choose a lower ranks so that you don't get wrecked. And this is the danger zone lobbies. Right now there's not much danger zone lobbies. Anyways, these are recently played players, list where you have recently played with them, your teammates basically. These are friend request sections where you actually give friend requests or receive friend requests. If you want, you can add a friend by clicking on it, on getting their friend code. I'll go ahead and show you the Steam overlay, how to get into it. By pressing the one way to get into it is pressing shift plus tab at the same time. This is where you can actually access your Steam tabs like friend and chat, or message tabs and all that. There are a lot of other options, like you can see the web option that I got right now. You can Google while you're in game, or when you're having a timeout, or when you're free at the moment. Like you can access your internet. It's more of a thing where you can pass your time. Music option is where you can actually use to set couple of songs, a whole library if you want to. I've not set anything because I'm playing iTunes in the background. And this is the settings. You can play around on this, but don't change if you don't know what it means. Okay, the basic thing that I actually use this settings for is to check my mic whether it's working or not, by like testing it. Hello, it works. As of now I'm recording, right, so it's kind of hard for it to notice that. And okay, this is the old ranks and this is the new ranks. I finally got it after searching for 1 hour. Oh my god. Anyways, these are the low tier, but I won't say they're easy to play, because CSGO is known for hackers and smurfs in lower ranks and higher ranks as of now, so you gotta watch out for that. These are commonly known as the lower ranks, and these are mid-range, and these are high tier ranks. But I would go ahead and say the black ones are high tier and the blue ones are mid-range, and silvers are the easier and the beginner ones. As soon as you get into the blue ranks, I think you'll get the privilege of Overwatch. That's something I was gonna show you, which is to review an evidence of someone else playing with his account intact. You won't be able to see who it is, but the thing is, you could see his gameplay for a minute or so and decide whether he's hacking or not. Like, I'll go ahead and show that later on, how to Overwatch someone. As of now, I'll continue to teach you about the beginner stuff. The first thing you have to do as a beginner to improve in the game is learn to train yourself, right? How do you do that? You press shift and tab as I showed you. Go to maps, workshop maps settings. That's community workshop. You type in CS no COUNTER Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It'll take you to the Counter-Strike Global Offensive workshop. This is where you're gonna specify the things that you need. Right now I need maps. Just go ahead and filter most subscribed maps. These are the ones that I'm subscribed to. See, most popular ones, most subscribed, most recent ones. This is where you actually find maps that you can use. This map is used to fix your crosshair. Crosshair is the most important part. That's the aim thing that we see, the plus sign, right? It's not plus, it's more like a 4 hyphens thing. You know what I mean. And these are all training maps. Aimbots is a well-known map. I'm already subscribed to it. I'm already subscribed to Recall Master. That's a training map as well. Training aim, Csgo 2, aim reflex. The ones that I use most, or ones that I used way back in the day when I was just a beginner, was aim reflex, fast aim reflex training, and aimbots training. They have a lot of options. Aim reflex is more simpler, but it is more effective as you play on continuously for like hours and hours. And you have to follow a daily routine. If you follow a daily routine, like for 5 minutes each day, if you play aim, fast aim / reflex aim, this map, for example, you'll get normally good at it, right? The thing is, as you keep on playing it for like 2, 3, 4 days continuously, you can see the difference between your aim that you had 5 days back and the day you're playing. I've been playing it for continuously for like years and years now. Right now, back then when I was starting, it took me about 15 minutes to 30 minutes to get back my standard aim. As of now, I can get my best aim within 5 minutes. It's a matter of time, right? As you keep on playing it, you'll get good at it. As you get used to it, it's more like muscle memory. It'll come naturally into you. You don't have to force it. So that's how you get a map to play your community map. As soon as you get subscribed to it, it'll show up here where you can take workshop maps and play it. You should press CSGO play and get the workshops. These are I'll just go ahead and explain what this is. This is official matchmaking where you play online with competitive players. This is where you train with bots when you're offline, when your net is down. This is a training course. You can do it if you want to. It's more like an introduction thing that CSGO has actually inbuilt on it. It's more like my video, but it doesn't have most of the content though. And this is where you choose workshop. This is where you choose community servers. The community servers are like servers that are available for us online, with online players in it. Has a lot of things. The first, as a beginner, you gotta take into consideration a lot of things, like there are retake maps. Retake maps are maps that are meant to train you when you retake. Retake is a thing that we do as a CT, where you go into a site which is already taken by terrorists and get it back, kill them and defuse the bomb. It's a gaming way to improve your skill. Basically, in most of the retake, I think globals are the ones who are playing it continuously. They have the mentality to train again and again, over and over again. So most of the time it's them that you're playing against. If you play with them, you'll eventually get good at the game. So I would prefer you do that. See, I have a lot of subscribed maps in my workshop map flow. The most ones I use are, like I said, fast aim reflex training. But for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you aimbots training map. As you can see, we are in the map. See, the bots are already ready for you to tap away. The thing is, there are a lot of options in this. As you get in, you can just shoot into a gun and get that weapon if you want to, like op, if that's what you want to train. Basically AK is the default. See, they are in place, right? You might think it's a dumb thing to do, like shoot bots on their heads while they are not doing anything. I bet it'll increase your accuracy. It'll help you to understand how much sensitivity your mouse has, and the thing is, you'll understand it while playing the game. To get good at the game, you should train in workshop maps. You might think it's a dumb thing to do, but I assure you it's not. First I thought the same, but the thing is, if you want to be good at the game, okay, if you have a lot of toxic players in the game pool, right, if you want to outshine in front of them and you want them to shut up, the only way to do that is be a better player than them. They will obviously shut up. If you make a lot of mistakes in the first round, I always do that. Okay, so I still do a lot of mistakes in my first rounds. Like I miss out I lose easy clutches, or I just miss all the USB shots when I'm CT or something. It's so embarrassing. They notice it, right? So they'll be like, you're so noob or something. Anyways, when that happens, if you're basically good at rifling and opping or something, you can outshine on the main rounds. Those are the rounds that come after third round. Basically, I'm gonna show you the settings. These are all buttons, alright? See, when I hit it, it closes the whole section. You don't have to concentrate on this section if you don't want. If you want, you can just shoot it and open some part of it, or you can just entirely close it. I would go ahead and close all the three just to concentrate as on one, because it's better to concentrate on one as a beginner. Choose the gun you want to train in. I would prefer AK as it has one tap or one hit headshot. M4 has two. M4 needs two headshot if he has helmet. See, but that's not the case for AK. It's just one tap headshot. I'm rusty in aim right now. I didn't train. Anyways, these are the guns names that are not shown here. That's because these are the guns that you don't really need to train, because those are shotguns or SMGs, something you don't really use that much. You don't really need aim. SMGs are set of guns that you use to use when you're actually bad at the aim at the moment, or you're actually new to the game. It's just to improve the aim. As if you even miss the initials, you can actually transfer it. Okay, there are different concepts of every game, right? As of now, I'm gonna show you what is a tap. This is tapping. When your aim is kind of bad and you don't want to spray, you can just go ahead and tap on the heads. If the player model is far away, you can't hit it, right? So obviously you can't spray on it. So it's better to tap away on the head. It'll get you a kill. Maybe he might be better than you, I don't know. Anyways, that's a good way to get initial headshots. Then comes burst firing. That's three of 4 bullets, or maybe 2. First few bullets, if I might say. Just shoot. Then comes spraying, where you actually spray. For me, I think I'm good at it, but you can get better. This game uses random spray patterns, right? So the bullet goes up. For that, you all you gotta do is, you can see the spray pattern is going up, right? When this is going up, you can understand for the fact that it's going up. If you wanted to control, you do the exact reverse thing, which is just pull it down when it goes up, and when it goes to this side, you just go this side as in the crosshair. When it goes this side, you just pull it. Basically what's happening is that first it goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this, then it comes back and it goes in. This is the AK pattern. When you get to this map called recoil pattern, you'll be able to see all the famous guns, the like AK-47's recoil pattern, M4A1's recoil pattern, AUG's, then AUG's recoil pattern, SSG. You can go ahead and see even the recoil pattern of the gun, like pistols, if you want to, like CZ. Even that's there, if that's what you want to train. CZ is a good gun for spraying, I guess, but you need good training to control the spray control for long range. If it's close range, then you can spray and pray, I guess. Anyways, like I said, you can control it and keep it into one compared to what the recoil could be. Like, I'll show you. See, this is a recoil. First it went up, it went this side and this side, right? See, I'm not controlling the recoil. You can just control it by pulling it down and bringing to the angle. See, this one is much better compared to this. By this I can actually concentrate on his head or just his body. This is called spray transfer. Like when you're spraying on one person, there are two more or one more popped in. You can actually spray transfer it. My mouse sensitivity is super high, that's why I'm able to do all the crazy flick stuff. Like I can really go ahead and transfer it all I want. You'll get used to it once you try it. And this game has something called movement inaccuracy. That's something you should look over. Like when you move, your bullets won't hit. See, it's not hitting nobody. And that other bullet was magic. That's something part of the recoil, where bullets accidentally hit someone in the head and you might get a kill. That'll happen, I'm pretty sure, at least once in the lifetime. Anyways, while you move, see, the bullet inaccurate, right? But when you don't move, at least the bullet is going in one place. You can actually guess it. But when it moves, it's kind of hard. But if you're a high tier player, you'll get used to the fact that you can still kind of control it in a way. So make sure you stop before you shoot. The initial way of playing the game is you move, you stop, you shoot. You move, you stop, you shoot. For faster stopping, you can go ahead and press the opposite key, which is, in this case, I'm moving left, right. So you press left and you press right and just stop and shoot. That's an easy way to stop faster. Like you move right and press left, so you stopped immediately, right? Compared to where you just move and you stop automatically. That's kinda slow. If you're in a more competitive rank side, it's better to stop by pressing the opposite key and stopping immediately, then shooting like this. That's something you will learn as you play multiple games. You don't have to worry about it, but the thing is, if you want to get into high tier fast, you gotta practice on it. As of now, you can see me move too fast, right? That's no clip movement. That's something you can achieve right now by pressing alt, which is close to your thumb, I guess, as it's close to the spacebar. You can just press and move around. And this is a training map, right? No one actually gives a shit. You can just move around, get out, see what's there. Then I think that's all is there to learn from aim, I guess. Aiming and game physics. The thing is, movement is a key part of CSGO. No one informs you at the beginning. There are a lot of moments that you have to understand, like stutter stepping. Stutter stepping means, that's what I said, this is called stutter stepping and this is called standing, right? This moving right and left, they won't be able to hit you. Okay, you will know when you see it done by other players. Now I'll just go ahead and show you how to configure this map. This is a famous map where you have a lot of configuration or inputs where you can just go ahead and configure it on desired settings. Like sky, you can just switch it off. See, you can just switch off all the hood elements, which is the radar that you see on the side. If you want to, you can just click the FPS boost option to boost it, then full potato to just remove most of it. I won't recommend pressing any of that. These are all sound sections where you can actually play different sound options to hear and train your hearings. Training your hearing is more important because footsteps are something that you can hear of another player and you can understand where he's standing, whether he's close, whether he's right beside you or right next to you or on the other side of the wall. It's a good thing. You can literally hear someone walking in long doors when you're standing in short, and you can hear someone if someone is going through CT. You can hear someone going through mid to B. You can hear one guy if someone is there in tunnels. Everything in just standing in the middle of the map. That is short if you're a good listener. Anyways, I'll go ahead and go through the settings. See, restart round is where you reset everything. Bullet holes is settings where as you shoot you can see all of bullet holes in the wall, right? If that's not there, there is no bullet holes, which I mean by this. See, there's no bullet holes. When this is on, you can see the bullet holes. The show impact is where you can see the impact. See, in box cubes. I'll just show you. See, it shows you the bullet impact, where it hits, where the bullet hits, how much impact it's making. See how much it penetrated, how much you missed. See, I'll just switch it off. Now it's gone. Then there comes helmet. You can choose whether the bot needs helmet or bot wears helmet or not. If you want to train one tap with M4A1S, that's a good way. Like, you can just switch it off. This is heavy armor helmet where you even see, even AK bullets won't penetrate that easily. That's a mod. You won't expect this on a regular competitive matchmaking, but it's there in war game mode where these are heavy armored players. They won't be able to carry heavy armaments, but the thing is they will be able to carry guns like machine gun, heavy shotguns, or probably SMGs. It'll take more than one bullet to penetrate it, even in an AK. These are heavy armored helmets. This is where there's no armor or helmet. Like, I can go ahead and take M4A1S or M4A4. Just tap head, one shot, kill them. I'll show you. One tap is enough. See? One tap is enough. So I'll just go ahead and change that to just helmet. This is the settings where they don't have helmet. I think this is meant for only armor. They still don't have helmets. I can just still tap them one in the head and they'll die. This is the normal, where with helmet and armor. M4A1 or M4A1S or M4A4 still deals a heavy damage even if it hits a head. They're about minus 90, I guess, minus 90 or 91. That still is a low HP. You can still kill them with one shot anywhere with pistol. After that, it's a 2-shot kill anyways, even if it's head or not. Headshot still deals a heavy damage, so you make sure you aim at the head level. When you walk, when you do stuff, you just aim at the head level. When you're even in T spawn or CT spawn, just aim at your friend's head and talk. Like when you're with two friends here and there, you just talk with them by like pointing at their head. It's a good way to practice your aim while in game. That's like, you can try to flick on them on while they're in the T spawn or something, or CT spawn. They won't mind, they won't know it. It's a good way to practice your aim or your flick if you're not warmed up before the game, or you think you're not warmed up enough. And this is the headshot mode, where you won't be able to kill them with body shots. You need to hit them in the head. And these are speeds where you can configure their speeds. For this I probably need to open the whole thing up. See, the whole thing is there. Now it's a more broader map. Let's go ahead and press 5. It's like insanely fast. These are all movement patterns, alright? I'll just give you an example. See? It's a movement pattern. This is a movement pattern. That's a totally different movement pattern. See, there was a change there. I'll just go ahead and click all the movement pattern, so you can see the total change. You can see the difference when I increase the speed. This is like impossible speed, where you can't really reach this speed or this fast in the game, but it's good for training though. If you can shoot them at this speed, you can easily shoot them at the lower speed, but it's better to train in the normal speed. But if you really wanna get super good, then yeah, this is one way to go. And this is random settings, where you just click on this. You don't have to press everything. They're totally random. They will do a lot of random stuff in high speed, obviously. This is meant for long range training, where this side will open up even further, so that you can train long range, like take a scoped weapon and still be able to train yourself in long range. Thing is, in ops, I think people have to teach you about flicks. I'll just show you what I mean. I'll just switch off the movements. As you can see, they're not moving, right? Even if your scope is here and your shot could hit here, you can just flick into that player and kill him. How do you do that? Just move your mouse towards him and click simultaneously. The flick is more effective when you do it faster, but if you're not confident with your speed and your accuracy, you can go ahead and do it much more slower, like this. But high tier players always do it in a more faster way. When you're training it, I would recommend you to do it faster, so that you can get used to the speed. And when you don't give up when you don't hit anything at all or something. You still train for hours and you still get it. It's just a matter of time. Okay, right now I think I'm good at hopping. I don't know, but I'll just go ahead and continue with the rest of the thing. I would recommend you to train in uneven grounds. That's where the ground is uneven. See, the ground has different height levels, where you can't just scope around and see. You have to change the height slightly. When you're in long range, that really does matter. I'll show you what I mean. When you're using AKs or something, see this, if I'm pointing at this head, you can see it has the same height level, right? But when I come here, I won't be able to hit him. I have to reposition myself a little bit lower to hit him. That will increase the competitive skill of your aim. You'll be able to hit consistent shots when you train in uneven grounds. That's something you should understand. In normal matchmaking or normal maps, basically grounds can be uneven and you can't just move right and left. You have to go down and up as well. There can be players on top, can be down. You can flick down and up as well. Flicking is not just limited to your op. Okay, that's one thing you should understand. You can flick on AK as well. I've seen players do insane flicks, insane headshots. Like when you train, you can go ahead and do insane flicks as well. Like I'll show you. This is also a flick. Okay, that was hard. My bad. I was trying too hard. Okay. Okay, you can see this, right? Sorry. That's also a flick. That's too far. Okay. You can still go ahead and spray. You don't really have to tap. You can tap and then spray. Then make sure you tap the one who's actually far away. Like in this example, you should tap on him and spray on this guy because he's close. And spraying is kind of easy to do on ones who are actually close. You gotta note that keep that in consideration. I'll go ahead and show you moving targets. Those are things that actually move. See, that's one way to train. I don't know, I do it but not that often. Then comes sound practice, where you can hear different sounds different where. You'll understand when you put headphones and listen to it. Then there are peek walls where you can peek and shoot. This is how you train pre-fire. You'll understand what pre-fire is when you play the game. In high tier matches, they tend to pre-fire. These are pre-fires are done in places where you commonly stand, right? You expect enemies to stand there commonly, or you know one guy is there. Like when it comes to the famous pre-fire point is actually shot, where people terrorists mainly tend to pre-fire the boxes in A, where you actually stand with an op and peek, or you can stand with an AK and goose and peek. They tend to pre-fire that point. If he's a high tier player, he'll probably hit you in the head with just one hit, and with the first star itself, you won't even have a chance to respond to it. It's kinda hard, but the thing is, this game is not fair. If you didn't know it already. Boxes, where you can train with boxes. It blocks off most of the body, so you can only hit head. You can hit them in the body if they're moving. Here on this side. Then crates. These are like shoot through crates. You can shoot through them. Your bullets can penetrate through, I guess. Also, I accidentally hit him in the head. Yep, these are shoot through, but I think they're a bit more thicker. I don't know. But when you're shooting at someone through a box, I think op is good at penetrating. AK is also good. SMGs don't penetrate bullets. Penetrate through. Pistols don't penetrate. Deagle, as an exception, I think it penetrates through heavier crates, just like op bullet. When you think about boxes and you're shooting through boxes, it's better to shoot someone through the edges, where edges are more penetratable than the middle portion is very very tough. See, there's just 1 or 2 bullets. When it comes to the side edges, you can see a lot of bullets penetrating through, right, compared to the middle portion. So you gotta watch through that. There are a lot of materials that you can shoot through, yes, so you gotta watch which cover you're standing between. Okay, the covers can actually protect you as well as give away the position. Like some people can see your shadow. Okay, you have to watch over that too. The basic place where you can get killed is as a terrorist in long doors. If the CT has actually pushed through all the way to long doors, he can see you before you can even react. Like your shadow is more visible for him. He can shoot through the door as well. It's a metal door. It's shoot through thing. You'll get it when you play the game. And this is the theme where you can choose which theme you want. This is the new theme. This is the classic theme that I have played when I was playing this game on 2012 or something, like 6 years ago or 7, I don't know. This is more like the scale where it doesn't have any texture, just colors. This one is the dusty. This resembles dust, the dust map. I'll just go ahead and turn it back to new. This is the aimbot challenge where everyone has done one, like Shroud has done one, and most of the players get right. Everyone has done the aimbot challenge. For that you have to just remove most of the sections. Okay, sorry. I'll just open this. Okay, you can go ahead and reduce it to this size, I guess. Okay, this is not exactly how Shroud did, but you know, for you to increase you to replicate his speed, I think this is a good way to do it. Just go ahead, choose how many bots you want to kill and do the challenge. Just press the play and do the challenge. I mean, this is more of a glitch. You just just tap off. This just shows you how fast you can. Right now mine is more of a cheating, as the glitch kind of helps me out to finish the. I just don't want to waste your time as the viewers. I'm just killing them. Kinda cheating right now. Cheating is this is more of cheating, if I'm being honest with you. But it's a good way to learn how to flick through heads and shoot them, pre-aim them, pre-shoot them. See, in this it shows 100 kill and 152.62. I think Shroud did it even without cheating. I think he did it with about 100 seconds, I guess. He's super fast. I don't know. Just forget it. I can't do that fast. The thing is, you gotta practice on every weapon, or you can actually try out different weapons just to see how good you are in the weapon. Every weapon has its own spray pattern. You gotta watch out for that too. In this weapon you got a scope. Okay, this and this weapon, you have a small scope. That's why this weapon is actually called Call of Duty gun, COD gun, because Call of Duty guns all have scope. That's the name, if you didn't know it. And this is called the gay gun. That's because this is a unfair weapon, but at higher tiers people use it anyways. But in lower tiers people tend to make fun if you're using this weapon. That's because this is an unfair weapon. It's more. It has the power of an AK to penetrate through stuff. It can hit one tap headshots. With the scope, it has double scope for long range, just like an AWP. And it can shoot even if you miss one bullet, you can just combo, you can just hit the second one. So it's like you're getting this unfair advantage. But the thing is, this gun is dead super expensive, right? It's your call at the end of the day, whether you want to play with this or not. Cheaters tend to use this gun because this gun can penetrate through stuff. You have multiple shots, and they can kill you if you're not killed in just one bullet. Op has high penetration, but it has high what do you say, delay of reload. Like, I'll show you. See, takes some time, so you gotta be careful when you use op. Then comes scout. Scout is commonly used as one hit headshot, and when you can't afford an op. It has high movement speed, and it has high accuracy though, like movement accuracy. Like you can still hit jump shots. See, you can still end up shooting someone while jumping, which something you can't achieve with an op. Oh, in this I think it happened. But on longer range and longer distance, I'm pretty sure you can't. And one more thing, this is called no scope. That's something you do with guns that has scope. I'm not including AUG and SSG. These guns, okay, these guns have big scopes, right? If you're not using scope and hitting them, those are considered to be no scopes. I'll just go ahead and explain the rest of the map, which is this part. You can open up the whole place if you want to by pressing on this. I'll just show you what I mean. See, I just opened the way in. You don't have to press alt to get out. Just have to open this part. Now it's locked again, and this is more like a peek door. When they are moving, you saw that when they were moving, you can just peek through, or you can actually shoot through them. See, shot him through. That's more like practicing thing. You can improvise on your own. Like, these are all useful. You might think these are super mundane. How do you think this is gonna be useful for me? But thing is, it'll work, okay? And this is lock opener. It'll open everything up, and it'll keep your settings locked so that you don't accidentally shoot and change any settings. There are chances, when you spray down your head, a magic bullet can actually hit the settings. So that's all for this map. I'll just go ahead and quit. Okay, finally we are here on the final part of the game, which is the Overwatch. In this, I'm gonna overwatch a case just so that you can understand everything what's going on, and let's see what happens. Okay, now the download is over, so let's overwatch it. You just click review evidence. It loads the map, whatever it may be. Here, as you can see, the guy has an aimbot of sorts, I guess. Let's see whether he hits another headshot. Nope, he didn't get that chance. Let's see. His movements are just downright first level of some sort. I don't know. He's just dragging his way through everything. He's not moving. At least in my opinion. He still can have a good aim though. Oh my god. He's just tracing through the boxes. And he knows how to tap. What do you know? Aimbot confirmed. I mean, as you can see, he has an effortless aim even though his movement is so bad. I'm not saying I'm an high tier player, but as I've played for years and years, I know how a great CSGO player can move. He has great aim, but he has zero movements compared to his aim. So I'm not gonna just report him right away. I'm just gonna say he has bad movement, and I don't think he has this aim on his own. He's using a mod or a aim bot of some sort to help him aim this well, and he's crossing to the wall, right, as you saw right now. He actually knew there was one guy there. I'm pretty sure he has walls toggled on as well, but the thing is, his team is doing most of the job for him, which makes our work kinda hard. The more chance the suspect gets, the more chance we get as an evidence to prove he's cheating, right? Anyways, in my opinion, he's hacking. But it still is insufficient evidence. I won't just go ahead and confirm it though, if somehow the Overwatch ends right now. But I hope it doesn't. The suspect is waiting for someone to push. This is much more of a default style of playing this game. Hiding in apps, planted for apps, and shot. The suspect is pushing A. Aiming. Oh my god. The tap. Okay, got it though. Oh, he tapped him again even before knowing he was there. He was re-rolling behind the boxes, right? On Tetris. But still he somehow knew there was one guy who just jumped. Okay. Okay, the suspect is waiting for someone else to push, for fuck's sake, I don't know. Suspect is just looking through the walls. He still needs visual confirmation of things and tapping everyone out. Yes, medium level of FOV, I guess, so it still is pretty fast. And the hitbox is set to head, I guess. Pretty sure he's aimbotting with walls. I don't think he knows to use B-hop scripts, but he is using medium to close high range FOV. Yep. It's not toggle though, it's FOV. Yep, he's walling and aiming. In his case, he at least knows how to play. In most cases, as the game has gone free to play, you find people who don't even know how to move. I mean, in this case, he knows to, but it's not that good. In non-prime matchmaking, people just hack with spin bots, which is just a pain to watch. And the Overwatch resolution comes to us. The thing is, there are 4 points you have to see. First one is always aim assist. In this, he's aiming. Okay, so I'm gonna take evidence beyond reasonable doubt. And vision assist, he's walling. That's what it means. Vision assist. He has the ability to sense people through wall. In this, radar hack also comes into place, like using radars to see other opponents' locations. What are they using, like AKs or ops? How many flashes they have? How much health they have? Everything. Right? I think he knows everything. So evident beyond reasonable doubt. Other external assists like B-hop scripts, fast movement, teleportation, and all that speed hacks. In this, I don't think he even tried to use spacebar to jump. I mean, like he never tapped on any jump equipment or something like that. He just walked all the way through the stairs, dropped down the stairs, or just walked around. He didn't jump, so I can't give him other external assists. I'm gonna say insufficient evidence on that. Griefing, I didn't think he was shooting at anyone. He didn't type anything toxic. I didn't see there was audio evidence to see that he was griefing in any sorts. Griefing generally means being toxic, calling curse words and all that, and shooting at your enemy, shooting at your teammates instead of your enemies to make it unpleasant for the teammates, or playing around generally speaking. That's insufficient evidence, and just press submit. If you're not sure whether he is and you wanted to see this once again, like review this evidence once again, you can hit postpone and watch it once again. In this, I'm not gonna do that because I'm pretty sure he's hacking. I'm gonna submit the verdict. And here you go. If he's hit by this, probably the game will inform you and gives you a reward saying that the Overwatch XP reward that you gained, which you will see in blue. That's all for now. I hope this video helped you guys, and I hope a lot of beginners got everything they need as a beginner, and to branch out if they want to. Anyway, see you later in another video. Bye.